Good afternoon, Haритой.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing on day number 41?
Well, could be worse.
Okay, you're very optimistic.
Very optimistic. Well, you just gotta try to live in the moment, and every day there's kind of a lot of ups and downs for me, probably for most people. And usually in the afternoons, the tops of my feet sort of seem to start really getting very, like the nerves get sensitive, and
Oh my God.
really, and then I spend a lot of time trying to adjust my shoelaces, which some people, particularly Wei Ming, makes a lot of fun of me for. But
yeah,
anyway,
I noticed that you have few spots, like regular spots
where I stop.
to fix, yeah.
Yeah, to fix them. And so Wei Ming actually just likes to stop at those places and pretend to fix his shoelaces and wait for me so that he can laugh at me. Yeah. Anyway, so those are, but, aside from that, I think things are going pretty well.
I would like to ask you, like as in Guru's poems, we have like never the same again and ever the same again. So what is same during this fourth race of yours, and what is totally new?
Oh, well, that's a lot to think about. Well, let's see. I mean, it's the same course. That doesn't seem to have changed, although I'm fairly convinced that it got longer because it's taking me longer to get around it than in the other races. When I feel like I'm running at quite a decent speed, I'm still really have a big challenge every day to do like 109 or 110 miles or a bit less or whatever. So I guess that's new for me, that it's maybe I'm a little slower or it's a little harder to reach the daily mileage.
I think for the first time you had like a zero reserve on day number 30 or something like that.
Yeah, well, I have had that before. I have, because I've had food poisoning before, and I've had different things. But last year, other times I was doing better at certain points for sure. I was a little up at the beginning, and then after the stomach issue, then I've been pretty much. It seems like I've been just pretty much on the edge for most of this race. Yeah, so that's a new experience actually.
But you're still overall, you're still looking strong and still on schedule, which is amazing.
Yeah, I'm still, even though there's a lot of challenges, and it really, people looking in from outside sort of seem to think I'm like, got this for sure. And when you're running it, it's not like that at all.
You're working every moment for that.
Yes, exactly. And there's so many. Moment. Like I just got 2 new big blisters yesterday.
Oh my God.
You just never, and different, things happen with your feet, and often at the end of the day, I've really got like really sore ankle or something, and I'm, in the night I couldn't really sleep last night because my foot was sore, and so you never know what's going to happen to you. So it's really a lot more when you're doing it. It's a lot more. You're just depending totally on grace, basically. And I think in this race, maybe it's been I felt a little more of a spiritual experience of just like really, I mean, I've had that in every race, but I think maybe this time I've had more days where I just haven't listened to any music or anything. I've just spent the day just kind of, talking sometimes to people, but just really praying and really singing songs in my head, or just trying to be like really just living in the moment. And
Can you share by any chance your favorite prayer?
My favorite prayer.
Or aphorism?
Well, there's one that sort of, came up for me before this race. Mine is not the life of God, disappointment, tears. Mine is the life of God, fulfillment, smiles. And then after I fell for the second time, Vasu said to me, Haritai, you need to say this prayer for protection. This is the most important prayer for protection. And then he said that prayer, mine is not the light of God, disappointment, tears, mine is the light of God, fulfillment, smiles. And so I really have been saying that a lot. And then one of my friends, Ramata, she sends me messages sometimes, and then she sent me a message saying, oh, why don't you just watch this video? And it was a video of Shri Чинмоя saying the significance of this prayer and how if you recited it, it will take so many hostile forces away. And it was the same prayer, and I was like, okay. Well, that prayer is definitely keeps
kind of
coming out as being, as being like a significant prayer. So I try to, say that every day.
How many times in total you fell down?
4. That's a record.
That's a record. That's a record. That's
4
new.
And really significant falls, like really flat, splat on the concrete. So the fact that I didn't get any major injuries, that's quite an achievement. And Morale, the dentist, has come to visit me 3 times, which is also a record because my tooth cracked fairly early on in the race. And
another new thing.
Yeah, that's new. He keeps having to chisel part of that off so that it doesn't affect my gum. I'll do something next time. So 3 dentist visits, 4 falls.
And the race is not over.
The race isn't over. Well, I'm praying that that's it, but apparently Morale has a special kit just for me.
Wow.
But it's not sore, it's just a root canal tooth. So
okay, so now what about jogs? What about, I know that I think you're every day you're performing some jogs to Enthusiasm Awakeners.
Yes.
Do you remember, or do you have any favorite so far?
Well, my memory never lasts.
Yeah, same. I remember just yesterday and today.
Just today. Well, usually in the beginning, Suhashini was my morning helper. Everyone loves Suhashini. She's hilarious. And then she went home, and then Lintita was stepping in for a while. And now Fiona's here she came from New Zealand, which is really amazing, to help me for the last couple of weeks. So she's been doing the jokes with me. But today, Vasudha from San Diego, she had a joke prepared about 2 weeks ago. She's one of those people who prepares things well in advance. So she wanted to do a joke with me. So she was a librarian, and I...
With the books?
With the books. Uh-huh. And I went into the library and ordered cappuccino, bagel, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, this is a library. And I said, oh, sorry, I'll have a cappuccino and a bagel.
Nice.
That
was nice.
The joke today.
That was nice.
Yeah, but Stutishila said he likes Susan's joke better. Anyway, it's okay, it doesn't matter. Who likes it best? Doing the jokes is, I think it's good for me. It's good. The mornings are always tough, you're tired and you can easily be really grumpy. So it's just I find it's good just to force myself to do something silly. And
Enthusiasm Awakeners, such an amazing group.
They come out, and so it's... And they're like the most compassionate audience you'll ever get. No matter how unfunny the joke is, they'll always laugh. So, so it's always really nice to see their faces and to do that.
Okay, what about your crime book? You're still compiling that?
There hasn't been so much crime recently. There was a spate of crime. I decided I was going to write a book. Crime, punishment, and something. I can't remember. On the 3100 course. I can't remember the title now. Anyway, I'll come back to me. Because there was a lot for a while. There was a lot of activity, which I happened to notice, more than most other runners, it
more
seems.
Than usual, yeah.
More than most people.
People,
like a kid getting handcuffed and put in the police car. Yes. A woman driving into a guy's car and the guy coming out and getting really mad. Then the next day, a man standing on the street with 6 policemen, and we figured maybe his car got stolen. There's a lot of police, actually, extra police around the course, which I guess are just helping to keep the peace, which seems to be working. I mean, then there's a lot now. Marijuana smoking is legal, so that's not a crime anymore. So that's usually that was a crime, but I guess that doesn't go in the book anymore.
And I can say that from past years, past races, like last editions, the kids much more polite and intelligent. So the kids are. There's more of them that, I mean, they're pretty wild a lot of the time, but there are more that kind of actually acknowledge us, or you notice are sort of, without wanting to let us know, they are kind of watching. But then there's also the increase of cyclists on the course, which is really a big challenge. And e-bikes.
Very scary. A lot of e-bikes.
Yeah.
Electric scooters and bikes, and it's really, that's really scary. There's been so many serious near misses, and Wenya's daughter actually was hit by someone on a bike and nearly broke her arm. So that's probably one of the biggest challenges, really. But anyway, there's also so many more kids playing soccer and so many girls playing soccer, which is really, really thrilling to me. So there's a lot of things out here that you can look at. Of course, it's not really about that, but you can kind of pretend that it is if you want to distract yourself. And there's a lot of cute dogs. I've met a lot of Daisy comes every day, Lily comes every day. Prince comes every day.
Today we have another visitor from
Connecticut,
yeah. With a puppy.
An adorable puppy. So the dogs are very cute, and
Maybe finally you just would like to say something from your own, not answering my question, just any wish or whatever, coming to an empty mind.
Well, this race is really not easy. It's really not easy, and
as Ashprihan was saying, I doesn't recommend. I don't recommend.
It's really hard to know why I keep doing it. I really
tell me.
I really, on the human level, it's very hard to understand why, and it's also, at the same time, you know that from the spiritual realm, from your soul's realm, it's this incredible opportunity, this incredible experience for humanity. All the disciples, so many people are watching and getting inspiration. So from the divine level, it's something, it's so powerful and significant, but from the human level, it's very hard and very long. So I just really pray that I can just see it more from the divine level. And I do, but you have to, this is part of our human experience living on earth. You know the divine reality, you know the spiritual reality, and you know that that's the real reality, but you have to go through the human experience. So, but one nice thing actually was, there are a lot of nice moments with people who come out here, or just like kind of little things, like it was torrential rain and we were on the highway and there was this big line of runners and we all looked so ridiculous. I mean, we've got all these ridiculous raincoats and we're kind of staggering along, and there's torrential rain and this, some of us can hardly move, and then this guy winds down the window of his car and he says, "Hey, are you running the 3,100 mile race?" And I was like, "Yeah." and he said, "Oh, good luck," or something, and then I just kept running, and then I just was like, "Oh my god, Guru, like this is like such a," I just thought, oh, Shri Чинмоя created this race.
Yes.
And it's just so beyond everything, but it's that's, it's a great privilege, it's so unfathomable, and I just pray to be a good instrument, and pray that I can make the progress that I'm meant to make and serve God and humanity, and that's it.
Thank you, Haритой. Very positive talk. So I wish you a very, very happy finish very soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.